nation, the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today. I pay my respects to their elders, past and present, and extend the respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people present here today. Now, I would like to cordially invite Brendan Kerin onto the dais to do the Aboriginal welcome ceremony with didgeridoo.
Thank you. You don't have to stand. Everyone sit down. There's only one thing that's part of a welcome to country, is that the guest, when I'm finished, has to do an interpretive dance of everything I'm going to talk about. There's a little thing called shake a leg. Yeah. Well, good evening, everyone. My name's Brendan. I'm the cultural representative and cultural educator for Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council. Under Australia's Land Rights Act, our Aboriginal land councils are the cultural authority, and we are the guardians, custodians of lands and waters within our boundaries. And I'm here today to welcome everyone to country. Our definition of country is not in reference to Australia. Within Australia, we have many Aboriginal nations. We have more Aboriginal nations in Australia than anywhere else in the world. And each Aboriginal nation refers to their homelands as country. So every year when I go home, I'm going back to country. So a welcome to country is always a welcome to the lands you're gathered on. This is a ceremony of having respect for our neighbours. We've been doing this ceremony for more than 100,000 years because this is how long we've been here for. Traditionally, I would never walk on my neighbour's country unless I'm welcomed onto my neighbour's country. The only time I'd ever go on their country unwelcomed is if I'm up to no good. When I'm welcomed onto my neighbour's country, there are a few things I need to know. I need to know what food is available on your country. I need to know where your sacred sites are that I can and cannot visit. I need to know what your law is on your country. I need to know where your sacred waters are I'm allowed to drink from and not allowed to drink from. And I always say this, the most important thing I need to know on your country is where is your toilet? These are the different levels and layers of when we welcome people to country. Today we're gathered on the lands of the Gadigal. Gadi means grass tree. Gal means people. These are the lands of the grass tree people. There's a songline and a journey of an eel by the name of Burra. Burra created Sydney Harbour. When Burra moved around on the top of the land, the waters followed him in. He created all the rivers and waterways that run off Sydney Harbour. When Burra finished his journey, Burra finished at a place called Burramata. Burramata means place of many eels. And every year, for thousands and thousands of years, Burra swim down the rivers and waterways into Sydney Harbour. From Sydney Harbour, they go all the way to Vanuatu. And they turn around and they come back. This is what we call a songline. Prior to colonisation, these songlines were ours. They were our responsibility to look after them because we were the only ones living here. We all live here now. It should be everyone's responsibility to look after them and keep them alive. Gadigal are one of 29 tribes that make up the Eora Nation. The boundaries for the Eora Nation start from the ocean. They're surrounded by 3 of Australia's most beautiful rivers. We have the Hawkesbury River, the Nepean River, and the Georges Rivers. In between those 3 mighty and beautiful rivers, there was 29 tribes that made up the Eora Nation. The name of the tribe we're gathered on here today is Gadigal. On behalf of those Gadigal ancestors, we know their spirits are still in the lands and the waters. On behalf of Metropolitan Aboriginal Land Council, as the cultural authority on these lands, it gives me great honour to welcome you all here today. Welcome to the lands and waters of the Gadigal. I'd just like to finish off by playing a welcome song also on the Yidaki. This instrument is not called a didgeridoo. This word didgeridoo is not an Aboriginal word, it's a white man's word. When the first white man heard this instrument, it was a song that he heard. Could everyone hear that? Didgeridoo, didgeridoo. That's how it got its name. Wasn't he a very clever man, that man? He saw these things next and he said, oh, they're called tapping sticks. In my language, this is called bilma and yidaki. The word yidaki means voice. So when we play yidaki, we sing through it while we play. We just don't blow it and make a noise. I'd just like to finish off by also playing a welcome song on the yidaki. Thank you and welcome. Thank you.